Rio de Janeiro may have the World Cup in 2014 and the Olympic Games in 2016, but Formula One rules in Sao Paulo, second biggest city in the world, and with one of the city's own sons starting from pole and gunning for the championship, this could be another special day at Interlagos. There are the 4 red lights and 5. And we're away in Brazil, penultimate round of the championship. Barrichello looking to get in there and leads well. Straight down towards the first corner. Look at Raikkonen coming charging through. Almost a collision there with Sutil. But Raikkonen in third, but Barrichello has the crowd off their feet. He's into the lead from pole. Webber second. Raikkonen into third. Sutil fourth. Oh, collision there. McLaren, and that's Fisichella dancing onto the grass there.
I think Vettel was in, and Raikkonen's got a broken front wing. Webber moved over on him, and Kimi Raikkonen damaged front wing. He'll have to pit with that one. It's dangerous as much as anything, and losing an awful lot of performance. He's understeering all over the place.
Oh, there's problems there as well. That's Sutil, and there's a Toyota there. Was that Jarno Trulli? It is Jarno Trulli. So drama on the first lap here of the Brazilian Grand Prix, but not for Rubens Barrichello, still out in front, and also for Mark Webber. Third now is Nico Rosberg, started 7th on the grid. There is Raikkonen dropping back all the time, a wounded car, and he will definitely have to stop. So all that strategy, and the safety car is out as well. Oh,
and Jarno Trulli there, very, very unhappy indeed.
Sutil involved in another incident. Remember, he was involved with Kovalainen in Japan, and Trulli is absolutely hammering him. By the way, but while we watch that, bear in mind who's 9th. Jenson Button started 14th. He's got ahead of Alguersuari. Vettel's up to 11th. Lewis Hamilton, I see, has come into the pits. Raikkonen's in as well. Kovalainen stopping too. So Jenson Button into the top 10. How has that transformed the race? Safety car already.
Well, the good news here for Raikkonen is that with the safety car, his incident was separate to the safety car. He gets a new nose, he's got the soft tyre phase out of the way, and he can join the back of the crocodile. Oh, we got the fuel hose on Kovalainen's car.
Oh, there was a fire in the pit lane as well. Kovalainen's car, he was trying to leave too quickly there, get ahead of Raikkonen.
And Raikkonen, I think his car should be okay. He would have seen the flame. Ironically, it won't have damaged the car of Kovalainen, unless it's damaged the nozzle. Here we go from on board, and
fuel spraying all over Kimi Raikkonen as well, into his face, into the car.
So what's obviously the exhaust pipes of Raikkonen's car set that fuel on fire. There it goes. Yeah, it goes from behind him and all around him. 3 abreast then at the back, look, and that's where it started to go wrong. The Red Bull there just clipping the back of Heikki Kovalainen. Vettel just touching the back of Kovalainen, and Fisichella having to take avoiding action. There it is, but it was he was in a McLaren sandwich. I'm not sure he could have done too much about it. This is going to be a chop, I think, from Webber. Webber's moved over, and wasn't really a chop. No, Webber defending his ground. Raikkonen will say he moved twice.
This is Sutil versus Trulli coming through turn 4 and then up the hill. Sutil, as I recall, was ahead of Jarno Trulli, and there we are.
Well, I don't know which bit of that Jarno Trulli thought was Sutil's fault. It looked more like Jarno's fault to me. He was coming down the outside, and he's going to say, you didn't leave me any space, but I think he was busy trying not to run into the back of the Ferrari. That looks like an overreaction to me from Jarno Trulli.
Adrenaline pumping through. He was unhappy. Of course, he was hoping for a good performance. Many people tipping him for a podium, possibly. Just like he did in Japan 2 weeks ago.
This is from on board. Oh, and Alonso took a big wallop in that as well. So it's Alonso's car that was steaming at the top of the hill, not the Toyota. Sorry, should have spotted that earlier.
So that's 3 cars out then, Sutil, Trulli and Alonso.
Jensen, remember the guys ahead are not going to be experienced at restarts. They may not know how much they've got to warm the tyres.
Safety car comes into the pits.
And look at Button's got a tremendous run out of Young Cow. I think he'll be all over the back of Grosjean, as is Kubica on the back of Rosberg.
Here he comes as well. Down on the inside, Kubica coming through, and he's got him up into 3rd place.
And Grosjean defended heavily against Button, so Button did not make that place.
He's there on his tail, you can see Jenson Button in the white brawn behind that yellow and white.
He's got a good run now. Grosjean getting super defensive. You'd think he was in the World Championship.
Well, Button hasn't got a chance there, but he's coming back up on the inside now. Good move here by Jenson Button. Can he do it?
Another stunning piece of driving under pressure from Button.
Into the points for Jenson Button, but Grosjean's coming back on the inside now as they go round at the top of the hill. Wonderful move by Button, he squeezed him there. Next up, Nakajima.
Brilliant driving from Button, and I have to say, feisty from Grosjean. Button had to make it stick, outside, inside, and then outside again.
Here is Sebastian Vettel now, behind Grosjean. You can just ahead see Jenson Button. Vettel won't want to hang around as well. Through the tight infield section, up towards Joncao, where Lewis Hamilton won so memorably at the end of last year. And then look at Grosjean running wide. Vettel comes through, almost like Hamilton and Glock 12 months ago. So great move there for both Button and Vettel. And here comes Button again now, sizing up Nakajima on the pit straight. Well, if you want your champion to grab the initiative, he's doing it at the moment. He's thrown the inside through that first corner. He's got the line and he's got the place. Jenson Button through. Round now, Curva de Sol.
It's only lap 7, I'm out of breath already. Brilliant driving all round. And Button really aggressive. We know that Williams is carrying a lot of wing. And look at Hamilton.
Having a move down on the outside, and that's absolutely easy. The power boost button maybe for Lewis Hamilton. The curve just whizzes through. Jenson Button said last night he was incredibly down. I don't think I've seen him as miserable as that all season, but he said, I'm going out there and I'm going to be fighting, and he is doing that absolutely at the moment.
Heidfeld's gone through past Grosjean.
Grosjean's going backwards really, really fast. All the cars just flying through here.
Hamilton went through as well.
Here's Button again.
So Button then forced down the outside. This is brave stuff from a man who needs some points to defend his world championship. Comes up the inside into 5. Put a lot of faith in Romain Grosjean there. Grosjean wouldn't let it go. Came up the inside into 6. And Button just did a wall of death around the outside. At any time he could have been touched and been out of the Grand Prix. Just as when he did...
and here is Button again, Martin. He's coming through on the inside of Kobayashi. Discretion there, just holding back. This is breathtaking stuff from Jenson Button.
So it's for 6th place. Button needs to be getting on with it. Vettel's not far behind them. Got a much faster car, but all it needs is one little tag from one of these new boys, and Button's dream will be over today.
Rubens Barrichello sets the fastest lap, and remember, if Barrichello carries on like this...
and Vettel on the grass going into 6 and 7. Ferradura, the horseshoe, but he makes it.
So he continues, just to say that Button, if he finishes 3rd and Barrichello wins, then Button would be world champion. Here's a replay of Vettel.
Vettel on Nakajima. Nakajima squeezes him onto the grass, and brilliant driving there from Vettel. Kept it all together.
The race leader coming into the pits now, careful to obey the speed limit, and his pit garage is right down at the far end, the final garage of this pit lane.
Webber does a personal best going over the line as Barrichello comes in, and Red Bull then measuring exactly how long the fuel rig is on, delivering 12.1 litres of the very best per second, and he can get straight onto it. Look at that, Rubens has made his pit stop. He comes out into traffic a little bit, which he won't be pleased with.
Behind Nakajima, ahead of Sebastian Vettel, so in 8th place for Rubens Barrichello, and Vettel's going to attack him if he can. Coming through turn 4. And then starting to climb up the hill, 160 miles an hour through turn 5, which is where Sutil and Trulli came together. And here's Vettel almost on the grass. And what a move there by Vettel, past Rubens Barrichello. Had the momentum, tyres and everything up to speed for Sebastian Vettel. What a move there. Now Barrichello slips down into 9th, the race leader. Button having a look at Kobayashi, coming through on the inside. Has he caught him? Oh, he's gone through a little bit wide, deep into the corner, and Kobayashi managed to regain the place.
Oh, Jenson will be swearing inside his crash helmet at that one, because he got the job done. That was brave, but he just couldn't slow it down when he got there. As Kubica pits from 3rd and is back out again.
Worth 21 seconds at least, quite penalising, and also at the amount of time he stopped. Comes back out there behind Sebastian Vettel and ahead of Rubens Barrichello. That's crucial. So Barrichello down in 9th at the moment behind Robert Kubica, who was behind him initially on the road. Good work there by BMW.
That's crucial for the World Championship that Kubica's passed Barrichello, and of course with Webber going so fast and a decent pit stop, he's got a very good chance of being ahead of Barrichello. Where will he be compared to Kubica? Button's
gone through. He's got through, so Jenson Button now up into 4th place.
Let's go!
Okay, big push now.
This is how he did it on the pit straight.
Yeah, he went to go to the outside this time and duped Kobayashi a little bit. And I think Kobayashi thought, okay, I think I've held you up enough. And through he goes. I wonder if Kobayashi getting a bit tired. He was nowhere near as fighty on that one as he was. And Button went through the pits a couple of times, and we got a Toyota has gone through as well. Nakajima's gone through past Kobayashi. Japanese honour at stake here. Kobayashi going, he's got track position for 2.
He's not backward and coming forward, is he? He's really holding his line there. He's absolutely on it, and he's managed to hold him back. But at the same time, he's under attack from Vettel, who's got 2 of them. They're nose to tail now. Look at that, almost 3 abreast now as they come down towards turn 4. So Mark Webber stopping.
So will he be ahead of Kubica? Will he be ahead of Barrichello? His laps have been brilliant. It's quite a short stop, so they're not going to fuel him too long to give him track position.
Jenson Button goes down and round. Here you can see him, but Webber looking good at the moment. Through the centre S's goes Jenson Button, but Mark Webber is still out in front. Here comes Nico Rosberg. That's race over. That's huge frustration for them. He was only hopeful for sort of something like 6th, 7th or 8th minor points, but that's not good enough, and Nico Rosberg out of the race.
Hard to go on again, so we know he's got to pit again before the end of the race, because he's got to run the soft tyres.
And where's he going to funnel back in? Looks like that's Grosjean. There's Fisichella, or is that Raikkonen rather? There's Buemi. And Button funneling out now, just between, it would look like Buemi and Alguersuari, maybe in 11th place.
Be careful of Hamilton behind. He is a threat. He's on 1 stop.
Oh, here's Nakajima in all sorts of trouble, bouncing through the gravel. And that's at the end of the pit straight. Kazuki Nakajima. Or is that... It's actually turn 4, isn't it? So Kazuki Nakajima, for some reason, seemed to lose control. The front wing had gone.
There's a Toyota coming out of the pits then, Kobayashi. So the 2 Japanese got together, and let's see if Kobayashi weaves on him. He does indeed. Naughty. Very naughty indeed.
And he could have collected him coming through on one of 2 cars. There may be Liuzzi as well.
Yeah, you can't do that in F1. This is Jenson Button, as ever, tucked up behind somebody. Sebastian Buemi this time, a man who was running 5th initially. Rosberg's dropped out, so if Button can pass this one, he's going to help himself to more potential points. Later ahead of them is Grosjean, who's yet to pit. Whoa! Nice one.
Through he comes on Buemi. Oh, he almost got gathered there by Buemi.
No, that's not good. You don't need a tap on the right rear suspension like that. You start picking up punches. That was last of the late breakers, wasn't it? Take that.
End of the pit straight, turn 1.
And with those outrageous mirrors, did he touch? He didn't actually touch. Good.
33 laps to go, and if the order is as it is, Webber, Kubica, Barrichello, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Button, Vettel and Buemi, then we will indeed be toasting a world champion, and his name will be Jenson Button.
I have a lot of vibration on the right front tire.
Hey, firm, you have to look after it. 10 laps to go.
That's not what you want to hear, is it, really? You've got to look after it.
Look at the slipstream Hamilton's got on Barrichello now. Barrichello goes to move inside, and that's for 3rd place.
And Hamilton is through. It's got worse there for Rubens Barrichello. He started from pole, he hoped to win. He's not even going to be on the podium now, it would seem. Problems there with the car, and it's drifting away from Rubens Barrichello.
You have a puncture, Rubens.
You wouldn't believe this man's luck at Interlagos. You would not believe it. The man who's led for Stewart and Ferrari and Brawn, and yet still things continue to go wrong. Engines letting go, fuel feed problems, or was it just running out of petrol? And now this puncture for Rubens Barrichello, and that's it surely for Jenson Button. As one side of the garage attend to Rubens Barrichello's tyres, Jenson Button, the other side of the garage, can surely start to believe.
Look at Kobayashi then, putting a move on Fisichella, who was sleeping again, by the looks of it. because Kobayashi's done him by, lucky he didn't run into him, done him by 10 metres in the braking zone.
Mark Webber, how he would have loved to have been fighting for the championship right to the final race. Instead, the penultimate race of the season, he won in Germany. Felipe Massa would love to have won 12 months ago, but it's Mark Webber's race, just like it was Massa's race 12 months ago. But where is the champion in waiting? Mark Webber wins. Kubica's coming through. Hamilton's coming through. The 2008 world champion will soon be greeting his fellow countryman. The first Englishman to succeed another Englishman as world champion. Hamilton's through. We're waiting for Vettel through. And now here comes Jenson Button, the 2009 world champion. Look at the relief. Look at the joy. It's all now out in the open. And there is Team Button. Brawn are the Constructors' champions. Jenson Button is world champion. They daren't believe it almost after qualifying yesterday, down in 14th, his worst ever qualifying of the season, and yet he's come through.
Get in there, Jenson. Fantastic. Well done. Mix 1, pick up rubber. Awesome job. Unbelievable.
We are the champions, my friends. We are world champions. World champions. Woo!
Not sure about the singing, but the driving's certainly been top dollar.
I don't have any doubts that he's a very worthy world champion. He's led the championship since the very first race. He's been consistent, he's been fast, he's got the overtakes done when he needed to do. Massive amount of pressure on him in the closing stages, kept his head together and delivered. Yet to sign up with anybody for next year. Presumably he'll re-sign with Braun when they've stopped squabbling about money.
Well, a lot of talk before the race that if Barrichello won and went on to win the championship, why baby Jenson Button was going to be released. But there's the release. There's the victory salute, which means so much to him. And there's a generous sporting teammate as well. Perhaps knew he was always on the back foot because of his faltering start to the season. Remember, after the Turkish Grand Prix, the 7th race, he was 26 points behind.
Because we have the unusual situation yet again where the new world champion is not on the podium.
He ran, of course, all the way down the pit straight at Monaco to celebrate that victory. And now he's run into the arms of Mikey, his personal trainer.
You know, I needed to make it happen. The cars in front of me were all on the same sort of fuel load or a little bit heavier, so I needed to make it happen. I got past a few cars, one at lap 1, and then I got past 2 cars the next lap, and then I was chasing down Kobayashi, and that guy's insane. You know, he's moving all over the place on the straights, and we almost crashed a couple of times. I eventually got past him, and for me that was the moment when I thought, I can do this, I can get into the points and finish well high enough up so that I can win the title here. And I got my head down, made it work, got past Buemi, and here I am as the world champion. So.